Oh, here I am. I don't know, nothing's working. Hi, third time's a charm. I just wanted to, I gotta go to work, but I've been working. I just wanted to touch bases on just a little alert out there. On November 1st hearing, he did an unlawful temporary visitation, and this is part of the CR60, and it says, Uh, Number 9, ordering temporary visitation was unlawful. At the hearing on November 1st, 2022, the court unlawfully ordered temporary visitation. And part of the hearing is the backdrop against we're having this conversation. So this is Huber talking. It strikes me that we should be talking about a temporary order of some kind if we're going to talk about a continuance. So let's switch gears. What are your clients seeking on a temporary basis, Ms. Bratton? So the November 1st hearing was for a continuance, but then he wants to switch gears and ask what Ms. Bratton's clients want as a temporary visitation. Does he not know the law, or is he just not following it on purpose? Huh? What are your clients seeking on a temporary basis, Ms. Bratton? And the CR60 states, the statute is plain. The court may not enter any temporary orders to establish, enforce, or modify visitation under this section, RCW 2611-030, amend EM added. The only visitation permitted by 2611 is upon an evidential hearing, RCW 2611-040. Not only this, but if visitation is granted, the court shall order the petitioner to pay all transportation costs associated with visitation. And also, we never got an evidential hearing, correct? But he went ahead and he ordered that weekend, November 4th through the 6th, correct? And Kate's counselor wrote that it was not in the best interest of that letter, and that was given to Collier and the grandparents and Judge Huber. But Bryce was told if he didn't do it, he would go to jail. So anyway, the CR60, I've explained it. If anybody would like it, it's strictly by the law. It goes through and does like the temporary order was wrong, the September 30th was wrong, Beth Bratton using a New Jersey law, and they just go by everything that is in error according to the law. So it's strictly by the law. It's 39 pages. And I need to get busy because I can't wait to hear the hearing on it. Of course, he denies it all. I have sent this CR60 out to multiple attorneys over in Seattle and Wenatchee, and they said that they've never seen a more accurate CR60 ever written in their whole career. And one guy is like 70 years old. I'm not going to say who it is because I got to call a favor in. So when I was reading the hearing again from the CR60 on this temporary order that he already gave, right? It's already happened. And Miss Bratton says the temporary visitation, again, if they took issue with that, they could have filed an injunction. They could have asked for a reconsideration. You know how those go for us, right? And they did none of that. And so I wanted to correct Miss Bratton, because Miss Bratton, we didn't have time to even file a reconsideration. And why do they always blame it on Bryce Bitterman's attorney when they know what the law is? They're the ones that broke the law. But it's our fault because we didn't file a reconsideration. We're on our fifth one. Denied. Do you really think that would have stopped it? But we filed the letter from Megan Mitchell stating It's not in the good interest of Cade Bitterman to have overnight visits. They all read it. They don't care about Cade's well-being at all. So in this hearing, and then she says, there's no order regarding the temporary visitation to vacate. Again, we think that's a first issue because there's no order to vacate. Okay, this is a perfect example of the corruption that's going on with Judge Huber and Beth Bratton. They did this temporary visitation order on November 1st. It was never written up. It's never been filed. And so they're like, it never existed. So what are you even talking about, right? You can't vacate it because it's not filed in the court, but yet it happened. And then we go later on in the hearing. This is Judge Huber. I have some concern about the statute, about the temporary orders. Oh, really, Mr. Huber? You have concerns now? Because Mr. Chase and Mr. Miller brought up the law to you? Someone finally catching you because you're not following the law? You and Miss Bratton are just a team of corruption. Oh, now he has concerns? And that raises concerns with me about the November 1 temporary orders. Really? It already happened. You already put abuse on Kate Bitterman. You put emotional abuse by making him spend overnight with the petitioners when he wasn't ready. And now you're concerned, July 31st, 2023? You did that November 1st, 2022. The court inclined to vacate the November 1 order. And the same is true about any contempt orders and of attorney fees awards narrowly based on the November 1 visitation order. You can't vacate something that's already happened. Is he stupid or is he just corrupt? And Miss Bratton, Your Honor, I don't believe there was an order actually entered. You're right, because you guys did that on purpose. It was an oral ruling that Mr. Bitterman complied with. Therefore, there is no order to actually vacate. You just can't make this corruption up. You can't make it up. Anyway, that's just a little bit of the CR60. If you guys, anybody would love to read it, any attorneys watching it, go on the docket. It was filed 6/5, 2023. If you want the minutes from the hearing so you don't have to pay someone to transcribe them, I have them. I have all the minutes if any attorneys want it. But you can order the CD and listen to it yourself. And Andy Chase from Miller and Chase actually went in the courtroom, so he was in Huber's space instead of Zoom. But you know what? Judge Huber denied the whole thing. He denied it with a letter. I'll address that soon. He likes to write love letters, right? He's so unethical. It just, Yep. So that's just one page of 39 pages of the corruption of Judge Huber and Beth Bratton against an innocent child and a fit father in Douglas County. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you tonight. God bless you.